Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and first of all, I want to wish you guys a very happy new year. Well, I hope 2021 was good for you because I had a great year and I can't wait to start 2022 with all the exciting stuff that's gonna happen or is planned. Well, 2021 was a mixed bag with a lot of highs and lows, which includes everything from COVID, travel, my dreams, job, startups, hectic admin work, relationships, and a lot more. But mostly all the good stuff, as you can see from this boomerang, which basically sums up the year for me. Before I start sharing anything, I want to thank all of you for helping me reach 5k subs on my YouTube channel last year. Although the goal was to reach 10k subs like I'd said in the first video of 2021, but I'm very happy with where I am as I haven't been uploading a lot of videos, especially in the past few months. Well, this is the first video of this new year, so there's no tutorial today. Instead, I have some really awesome news to share with you guys. Plus, I'll be doing a quick recap of 2021 with what happened, where I've been, where I'm going, and will I continue uploading videos on this channel, etc, etc. Now I know you guys have all sorts of questions for me, so let's get this video started and get those questions answered. 2021 started on a high note for me as I somehow managed to join iAnimate Game Workshop in January. Now this is special for me because I've been planning for it ever since I dropped out of my college in the last semester. Most of the savings for this fee came after I left my first job and started doing freelance. So I did Game Workshop 1 for 3 months from January to March, and it was a wonderful experience. You should really consider taking one of these workshops if you have enough interest, time and money to do so, because these workshops are super useful, plus they give you a fresh perspective directly from the industry experts. Sometimes I do feel that I endorse iAnimate a lot, and I really wish iAnimate sponsored YouTubers to make videos on them. In that case, I would already have 2 sponsorships by now. Anyways, I learned a lot thanks to Victor Chavez, my mentor in Game Workshop 1. I've already talked about him in a previous video. I'll add a card somewhere up here. You can go and check that out. After completing Game Workshop 1, I was thinking of joining Game Workshop 2, but then I decided to take some time off and apply all that I've learned to some of the projects that I was working on at that point of time. Also, one of the major reasons was to save up for the second workshop. Now, financially speaking, I did pretty well in 2021, which was beyond what I expected. So I decided to go for Game Workshop 2 back in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, I guess. This time I really wanted to go with Casey McDermott. He's an awesome mentor who's worked on Overwatch and World of Warcraft from Blizzard. I personally love the shot of his, and it is one of the primary reasons that I chose to go with him. I did post a WIP shot of one of my assignments on Twitter, but then I never got the time to polish it any further, so starting this year, that is my first resolution to complete, and I'll post a render in UE4 or maybe UE5, who knows. So do follow me on Twitter if you wanna see how do I set up my shot for the final render. And also you can let me know in the comment section below if you want me to make a video showcasing the whole process of my animation, like right from the beginning, the ideation part, till the final render. Going back to iAnimate, these workshops aren't the only good stuff that happened this year. I was also invited to D4A by Richard Arroyo, who's an animation director at Ubisoft and also the founder of iAnimate. D4A is Directing for Animators, which is hosted by Richard himself. Now this is like a private Zoom session where different students from iAnimate come together with their shot that they want to present and get some feedback on. The special thing about these sessions is not just animation related feedback. Richard takes it beyond that. He's all about how to direct your shot instead of just making poses. So he's gonna ask tons of questions like, what is the identity of your character? What is your character thinking? What is the story or the scenario of this place? Where is this taking place? Etc, etc. Initially, these sessions might feel a bit intimidating if you're someone like me. I am very shy and a bit nervous when it comes to being on the center stage in front of industry experts. Now people do think otherwise because of these YouTube videos that I make, but that's not entirely true. So there's no place for all those things in D4A. You have to be quick, confident and precise while you're presenting your shot like you would to your director. Also, you can't hide behind your cameras even if it's not your shot. Richard is very proactive and he expects the same from all those attending these workshops. Now, this is because he trains you to speak your mind fearlessly, and this is why he maintains a very high energy throughout these sessions. If you want to know what it's like to be attending these sessions, then here's a sample for you guys.
Wow, was not expecting that. That is awesome, right? I'm questioning, right? I'm questioning because this is my first time seeing it. I'm looking at it. Okay.
Richard is awesome and he's very helpful. Now, he hasn't paid me to say all these things about him. It's just me genuinely praising him because he always tries his best to take out some time to help others, no matter how busy he is. I still remember that one instance when I just emailed him asking him some suggestion and career advice, and he literally invited me to a one-on-one Zoom call. I'm really thankful for his advice and his valuable time. To give you some context on what led to this call, let me take you back to October 2020 when I left my first job for another one that I was offered in UK. Now, I had cleared the interview, I had signed an offer letter, everything was done. A month later, the studio tells me that they can't arrange for my work permit for blah blah reasons. Long story short, I learned my lesson the hard way that you should never get excited too early. So I started applying to a lot of different studios while still doing my freelance and enhancing my skills. I was just waiting for the right opportunity. And when I got one, it was quickly followed by multiple offers from different studios across the globe. But at the end, there were just two of them that I was really confused about. Both of them were AAA studios. It was technical versus the usual animator position. I always wanted to pursue animation as I love telling interactive stories, but the tech position came with some extra perks when it comes to the country, brand value, and different factors. That's where I thought of reaching out to Richard, who's been in the industry for a very long time now. Well, he gave me a lot of good suggestions, but the crux of the whole meeting was that I should follow my heart and do what I want to pursue for the next couple of years rather than chasing expectations of different studios. So I took his suggestion and decided to go for the usual animator position. I'm really happy that I did, but I still can't believe it. I mean, getting a job in a AAA studio, it surely is one of the biggest things that happened to me last year. In fact, it's one of the biggest things that happened to me in my whole professional career so far. I still can't express how much I've waited for this. It is like a dream come true. To be very honest, I didn't apply there. I did apply to a lot of different studios. I don't know how many, I've literally lost count. But this one just came at me out of nowhere. I guess it's all destiny. I'm really thankful to Matt Curtis for this. Matt, who at that time was the lead gameplay animator at that studio. Now he was giving a talk in the animation exchange program sharing his thoughts on why gameplay animators should focus more on the technical side of things. So I reached out to him on Twitter sharing what I liked about his point of view. And he also has a YouTube channel dedicated to game dev and animation. So we had a few common things to talk about. Now you can also follow his channel, by the way. I'll leave a link in the description. After a couple of weeks, he asked me if I'd be interested to get on a video call just for a casual chat, and he casually mentioned that his director would also be joining this call. I mean, what? What would you and your director would possibly want to chat about with me? But I acted completely normal and said, yeah, let's do it. That's where all this began. So the casual chat or the interview went really good, and I knew something was gonna happen the moment David, who's the director, asked me, what do you think about moving to Poland? I've never thought about moving to Poland, but I was like, sure, that would be lovely. I did try my best not to get too excited on the video call, but in my head, I was like, next thing you know, I was given a test and motion builder. I had no idea how it works. Still, I took the challenge, learned bits and pieces of the software in a week or so, completed my test, and here we are with my work permit. Ta-da! Well, I never told you the name of the studio. Pause the video and I seriously want to guess. No, I don't want to guess. Pause the video and I seriously want to know how many of you guessed it right from all those hints that I gave you earlier. Let me tell you. Ta-da! If you recognize the logo or if you can read it. It's Techland Games. That's where I'm going, to Poland. You might have seen all those awesome trailers of Dying Light 2. That's what the studio is working on. I can't reveal what my test was as it's under NDA, but it was related to this kind of gameplay stuff, which is a mix of storytelling, parkour, and killing zombies. So me getting a job in a AAA studio is one of the biggest examples of why you should be present on social media. Put your work out there, reach out to people from the industry, follow them, just be there and be a part of the community. Most of all, be humble and be thankful. Talking about that, I am really thankful to David, Matt, and everyone else involved in the process of hiring me. Thank you. By the way, I do want to give a big shout out to one of my subscribers, Alan, who rightly guessed all of this in his comment on my community post. So thank you, Alan, for your comment, and I'll give you more updates when I move to Poland. Talking about going to Poland, I can never forget how difficult it was to get my passport. Like, oh my god, it was such a struggle and a test of patience. They say you get a fresh passport within a month, but mine took years. That's a little exaggeration, but seriously, it took 3 months. Had I known earlier, I would have hired an agent to avoid so much back and forth. Anyways, I'm glad that I have my passport now, but that is one of the major reasons I couldn't upload a video on this channel. And that's not it. Like they say, if there are positives, there are negatives too. Talking about a painful experience, nothing can beat COVID. Yeah, back in February, I was tested positive along with my mom. Can't express how bad it felt during that 1 month. I'm so grateful that we recovered and everybody is doing good now. After a few months, I started having a lot of headache, which later turned out to be a case of acute sinusitis. So this was during a hectic work schedule and it lasted a month. Trust me, it was really difficult to be productive with all those medications and adjusting to different time zones. So once I completed all the work that I had in my hand, I decided to take some time off, and I'm really thankful to my partner for this. So I decided to utilize this time and go visit my hometown after 5 long years. I spammed everyone on Instagram stories with all the pictures and videos throughout my journey, and somehow I managed to do it with a broken phone, which was shattered right at the beginning of this journey when I dropped it in the train. But don't worry, I have an iPhone now. Thanks to that incident, and this one is really protected, as you can see. But I must say, this journey was worth every broken phone. It was such a beautiful, peaceful, and a spiritual experience where I could finally breathe some fresh air which is not filled with pollution or smoke. I could meet some new people who are not stressed or chasing things, roam around on open roads in peace, which is not filled with traffic or people constantly honking. Just experience nature and be away from the city life for a few days. Basically, it was a time well spent away from daily work life, and I got to switch off for a while to get some fresh perspective that I needed as a creative person. All in all, it was a good trip, and the most surprising part about this trip was I pampered a dog, and that too a grown-up German Shepherd. Now you might not know how scared I am of dogs, even the tiny ones. I've never been a dog person my whole life, but after meeting him, I kind of developed some affection for doggos, so that's a change in perspective. So this 15-day journey came to an inevitable end, but something really exciting was waiting for me back home in Mumbai. Now it might be a surprise for you guys, but everything was planned a month before, and it is one of the best, or maybe the best thing that happened last year. On 12th of December 2021, which is just last month, I got engaged to my partner Amresh. See? I don't have words to actually express how special this was for me, but it is one of the happiest days of my life. Like from being teammates to soulmates, from business partner to life partner, it has been a wonderful journey. If you don't know who he is, I've mentioned him a couple of times on this channel. Actually, we both started this channel together. Professionally, he's been working in the game dev industry for past 8 years, and he's more like a UE4 tech generalist, so he helps me with the tech side of things in Unreal. And he's the one who actually came to me with the proposal of making these control rig videos, which of course is the most popular video on our channel. He's also a really good storyteller, so he helps me present these YouTube videos in a much more organized way and helps me with the scripting and editing part and whatever is required. He has a picture of him that I took while we were setting up the background for this particular video. We make such a great team together. Oh, we're like one of those game dev couples. Back in 2020, we found a company together called Rebound Interactive Private Limited. Don't just run off yet to Google it. You won't find a website because we're still working on it, but let me tell you more about it here itself. On 28th November, we officially completed one successful year, and in this 1 year, we got a chance to work on some wonderful projects with multiple clients across the globe. But getting a chance to work with Epic Games is definitely one of the highlights for the company. It is such an awesome experience. Plus, it gets even better when the dev team recommends your name for a collaboration. Can't get any better in the first year itself. Well, we are still a team of 2 with some really good freelance artists from across the globe, but we are constantly looking to expand our team. So if you're interested, then you can definitely reach out to us with your portfolio on the details mentioned here. Talking about all these opportunities and experience, I must say that all of this could become possible thanks to this YouTube channel and all the love that you guys have given us throughout. As I mentioned earlier, I also reached my goal of 5k subs last year, which is a great place to be. It's not just that, we also got a monetization enabled last year after just 1 year of completing YouTube videos on this channel. So keep supporting us with all your likes and shares so that more people get to know about our channel and we can expand our family even further in 2022. Talking about community, we've been planning to launch a Discord server since past few months, but we're not sure whether to keep it open or to keep it members only. Now, a lot of time goes into managing these servers and filtering a lot of content, but we still want to help the community by having our own space where we can help each other out with better tools rather than just YouTube comments. So let me know if you have any better suggestions or if anyone of you would be interested in moderating these servers. So yeah, let me know. I'm looking forward to those suggestions and making more videos in 2022. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me sharing my experience of 2021. If you guys did, please give it a big thumbs up for the algorithm at least. Please, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also hit the notification bell. Ding! Until the next time, see ya!